This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck as a 1997 Dodge Ram 2500. That's a 3/4 ton extra cab, 5.9 liter turbo diesel, 4-wheel drive, automatic, has 159,000 miles. It's on a salvage title due to theft, not collision. Please watch the little animated video we have in our ad. It'll explain why we have a salvage title on a vehicle that's not wrecked, damaged, flooded, fire, nothing. Basically, it's a liability issue. The insurance company recovers them, and they're not willing to say that they know the car is fine, safe, whatever, because even if they did and somebody wrecked it, they would get destroyed in court. So they just throw this thing under the bus. They give it a salvage title, and that's the end of that. But watch the video; it explains it a little bit better. Cosmetically, this thing is a mess. It's got scrapes and scratches and failed attempts at paint and blah blah blah. It's a work truck now. It's got some tires on it that are low tread and mismatched. If I owned this truck, first of all, I'd be working for a living, like doing repair work or whatever, and it'd be great for that. Runs fantastic. Tranny and motor are great. Air is excellent. But cosmetically, it's just, I mean, this hood has lost all of its clear coat. It's kind of hard to see in there, but it's very flat, and it's just done. Little scrapes everywhere. I would just buy a set of tires and drive this thing another 300,000 miles. Change the oil in the tranny oil regularly and call it a day. There's just no reason. Both bedsides have had some sort of body work and bad paint. Doesn't see how this doesn't match this. Somebody's tried. You can see the chip underneath there is the right color. So yeah, somebody's, you know, it's been, obviously it was a contractor vehicle because you can see paint spills and stains all over the tailgate that wouldn't come out in detail. So he probably tried to do his own painting and body work and failed. So, I mean, I don't know. The cheapest way to make this thing look better would be just to buy a whole new bed, a used bed that happens to be white, if you can find a straight one. Long bed, but see the tailgate? This stuff does not come off, all this paint. So it was a contractor's vehicle, obviously. You do have a nice bed liner, though. You have a tow package. And my job is to make sure that you're not unhappily surprised by this ugly truck showing up and not knowing it's going to be ugly. See, he started sanding everywhere. Someone was going to get going on this thing and probably realize how stupid that was. I think you could probably, if you could find a bed for it, a used bed to bolt onto it that was white, it would probably be somewhere in the area of $1,500. There's just no reason to do that. They started sanding around these door handles, and then someone stole it. They broke into the handle. Ironic. Guess they wanted a 5.9 bad enough to steal it, even looking like this. Alright, under the hood. There's a sticker. It's got a new air filter. We did have to put one battery in it. That's one of our batteries. Obviously, someone stole the 5.9 plenum cover, that, you know, the pretty silver cover that goes over the top. They call that a plenum. We will find a fuse cover for this truck. I don't like it going out like this. If it gets water in there, that would be bad. So we're going to make sure that's on before it ships out or before you pick it up. All right. Let's see. Let's look at the roof. There's your roof. Just a big white roof with no clear coat. Nice and rough and no clear coat left. I mean, I guess you could take it to Maaco and do something with it. You know, $1,000 would probably do a lot at Maaco. There's your back seat. And your headliner, it's got a few little nicks in it. Looks like somebody's filled them or something. This truck is just, it's just kind of ugly. Let's make sure the seat works. I do know the power door locks do not work. Both front door power locks do not work. It needs actuators in both doors. It's like $130 for an actuator for the driver door and $120 for the passenger door. Why they're different, who knows? I have no idea why they're different. There we go. Anyway, the power seat works. Bunch of little owies in this door. Alright, let's hop in. I mean, the interior is very similar to the exterior, is what I'm saying. Let's see. Seatbelt on. All right. Let's see. We have 159,839 miles. There we go. Let's see what else we got. Overdrive off and on. Let's turn the air on and see what we have. Air is working fine.
Being at Strong Families AC.
We have a radio with the old school cassette, so if any of you old timers have a cassette, you can probably explain to the new people in the world what a cassette is. My son the other day started poking one of these. I had an old truck at the house. He's like, "What's that?" Like, that's really old technology, son. You wouldn't understand. Let's see. What else we need to do? I do know that none of the cruise control works. I don't know why, but it doesn't. We're just keeping the price of this car down. It's going to be a work truck. It's not going on the interstate. If it is, you're crazy. Well, I mean, it would. With a new set of tires, it would go anywhere, but I think this is a work truck. So we're going to keep it that way, and hopefully the right guy finds the right truck. Anyway, the tilt wheel works. Even the horn doesn't work. Yeah, it does. It's pretty sad, though. It's pretty quiet. All right, let me put it into neutral. Let's put it into 4 high. That's fine. Let me put it into reverse. Boom. Perfect. All right. Usually these things are pretty cranky going into 4 low. There it is. Oh, that was easy. That was easy, actually. And that's really 4 low. That's got a ton of torque. That's in reverse. Alright, now let's see how easy it is to get back into 2-wheel. There you go. Just gotta know how. That was easy. I think I was being a little too aggressive there. Alright, I can tell you that the air conditioning is blowing ice cold. I can tell you that the 4-wheel drive high and low works fine. I can tell you that let's see if the windows work. Let's make sure the windows work. There's the windows. Yep, that works. Let's go to American. 77 degrees. That's working. That's very unusual to have the overhead cluster work on even on a brand new truck. I'll bet the mirrors. Oh, look at that. Mirrors work. Hold on. No way. Yes, they do. We have working mirrors. Holy cow. There's a little bit of glue or something right there. Alright, let's go for a ride. Because this car's on a salvage title, if you want to come to Tucson to drive it home, we have to take it down to motor vehicles and have the cops do a level 3 inspection. Level 3 inspections, we charge $200 to do that for you. Why so much? 50 goes to the state, 150 goes to us. Why so much to us? Because we have to get up at 6 in the morning, get it there to be first in line, and then we are required to stay within arm's distance of the vehicle. So if they take all day to do it, which sometimes happens, our guy can be standing there until 6 in the afternoon, evening, whatever you call 6. Sometimes he's out of there in 15 minutes. Lately it's been good, but we've had days where he just has a tent set up next to the truck. So that's why it's $150 on top of the $50 that the state charges. So it's $200 to restore the title, $250 for dock fee if you come here to Tucson to pick it up, and taxes. Taxes are 2% city tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. For instance, Arizonans pay 7.1% state tax rate, so the total tax would be 9.1% tax, and it would be $250 dock fee and $200 to restore the title. When you restore the title, you get a restored salvage title. That allows you then to get plates and insurance. Without a restored salvage title, you can't get plates, you cannot get insurance. That's why it has to be done for you to drive home. Okay? And we are the only dealer allowed to do it on a daily basis. We're allowed to go in the next day without an appointment, which is kind of a privilege that we've earned because we go in there and we're always first in line. We always have our paperwork ready. They know that they're all theft recoveries, so they know they don't have to dig through a bunch of broken stuff and, you know, safety concerns. They already know because they can look it up on their computer and know that it's a theft recovery. What else do you need to know? If you pay by wire and ship, all you're going to pay is the agreed upon price plus $200 if you want us to restore it. We're fine with you, shipping it out without restoring the title and just paying the agreed upon price, and that's it. Just make sure that you know for a fact that when you get it to whatever state it's going to, that with the Arizona salvage title, a bill of sale, and the truck itself, you can get whatever your state calls it. Some states call it rebuilt, some call it restored. Whatever it is that allows you to get placed in your whatever the inspection is, that you need to know. Those are the only three things you're going to get from us: bill of sale, the truck, and a salvage title. So call your motor vehicle. Please make sure that you get a first and last name for the person who told you that you're fine, so you know who to kill. I've had that happen. Anyway, let's go from zero here. Big truck. Let's see how much time it takes to wind up here. Boy, you can feel a lot of torque. It's a good running truck. Just an old truck, man. Set of tires. And I guess the actuators for the power locks if you wanted them. They're just really expensive. $250 for 2 actuators on a work truck. You know, that guy's probably used to working, so he could probably use his fingers and thumbs to open and close locks. That's what I'm guessing. Also, lastly, make sure you get a deposit if we have an agreement on a price and we come to terms on a price. Get a deposit in so that we can stop trying to sell it to somebody else. Once we have a deposit, we stop negotiating with other people. Also, we've had agreed prices many times, and then the person bails, and we don't hear from them, and then we sell it to somebody else, and then they come back. I want my truck now. It's gone. So please make sure you get your deposit in. And that's it. Thank you very much. Have a great week, great weekend. Goodbye.